Why is it some children turn out this way and some children turn out that way? And sometimes I have seen, even in CFC, all the children in one family are very respectful in the way they speak. And then I've seen all the children in another family just couldn't care less. They wouldn't even say a hello. I mean, it can't be that all the children turn out one way. That's not the reason. It's the atmosphere in which they grow up. And that's where the responsibility of parents is very great. The moment you put the blame on something else, oh, it was their bad friends. Of course, I'm perfect, but my children got into bad company. Aha. Your children will never turn out right till you learn to take the blame yourself. That's the way Christians go. We judge ourselves, not blame others, saying, oh, they got into bad company in school or college. They were okay. They're such sweet children. I've heard these excuses for years. I don't say anything because whatever I say will not convince them. They truly follow Adam, saying the fault is not with me, it's with somebody else. We should follow the thief on the cross who said, Lord, I'm guilty. He didn't say my parents brought me up badly or I went into bad company. The fault is with me. Jesus said, really? You deserve to come to paradise. Paradise is meant for those who take the blame themselves. Adam was kicked out of paradise because he couldn't take the blame himself for what he did. Blame somebody else. The thief got into paradise because he took the blame himself. I've said that many times. But apply that to children. Dear brothers and sisters, there's nothing wrong in humbling ourselves, saying, Lord, the fault is with me. Not my wife, not my husband, not the company they keep, not their school, not their college, not other people in CFC who led them astray. It is 100% with me. Then there's hope. Throughout the Bible you see it. You know, the woman caught in adultery and the Pharisees accusing her. She admitted it. She didn't defend herself, say, no, it wasn't me, somebody looked like me and all that. No, she said, I committed adultery. What a terrible thing. She admitted. And those Pharisees who were accusing her, wanting to throw stones at her, Jesus said, if anybody was without sin, throw the first stone. Everybody went away. Wasn't there even one of them who was so broken by those words of Jesus and said, Lord, I feel so guilty that I had such a spirit of accusation when there was so much sin in my own thoughts. Will you please forgive me? I wish there were one among those Pharisees. There were none. They all went away. Of course, they didn't throw stones because they wouldn't dare to do that with Jesus being there, because he would have made a list of all their sins publicly. That would have been terrible. But it's sad that throughout human history, it's been so difficult for people to take the blame. And I believe you'll discover when we get into eternity that it's people like the thief on the cross who took the blame 100% who got into paradise. You'll see that. If you don't believe me, you'll see it at the judgment seat of Christ. People like the thief on the cross who are probably very wicked, but who took the blame 100% themselves for their sin, who got into paradise, and a lot of people like Adam who put the blame on others, who went to hell. We're all evil. Some take the blame, some don't. Apply that to your children, my dear brothers and sisters. Don't blame anybody else. Say, Lord, if my children are not following the Lord today, you can blame 101 circumstances. I hope you'll get rid of that from today and say, Lord, the fault is with me. And if a husband and wife can kneel down before God and say, the fault is with me, I want to say there's hope for the worst possible child. I believe that. The worst possible one. I have told parents around the world whose grown up adult children or left the home and gone astray. I said, you and your wife will kneel down and spend just 2 or 3 minutes every day. Is that a long time? 2 or 3 minutes every day? And unite, settle all your differences and quarrels between yourself first. Pray in one spirit and claim the promise that if 2 of you agree concerning anything, Matthew 18:19, it shall be granted. And pray every single day that your wayward son or daughter will come back and be a disciple of Jesus. I said, I can guarantee you they'll come back. Prayer is like a rope, a lasso that we put around a child, and there's a long leash to it. I mean, it's very long, so they can go run away, but one day they come to the end of the rope. God will pull them back. But we don't have to wait till our children go astray. It's good to start from day one. from the time they are born. I mean, I believe that even children in the womb can be influenced by prayer. I've encouraged pregnant mothers to put their hands on their stomachs and pray for their child.